Hi, my name is Maciej Krynski.
And my name is Lukasz Horvów.
And we're from Poland, and together we work as a duet sztuce. My background is in theater. I work in performance field and theater and visual arts.
I work a lot with sculptors and directing stuff, like in theater and even in TV or...
Exactly, and while we're working together, we try to combine our practices and learn and take from the things and fields that we don't usually use in our daily work. So, for example, I take a lot from Lukasz and his spatial experience and his work with objects, and he takes a lot from my movement field and from my performance skills.
Yes, because I didn't know how to move on too.
Yeah, and I didn't know how to build stuff, basically. So, in terms of the project that we're working on here, we came here with a particular interest in the dictionary of movements and signs that the national dances bring to the society. So obviously every country, every nation has their own national dances. They have their own national signs movements that sometimes are being lost in translation when we try to use them in a different environment and in different societies. So that was our starting point. We were thinking of how we can use those signs, movements, the language of the body, and the whole background that comes with that particular part of our national heritage, basically, and how we can translate it and make it more understandable for someone who literally doesn't understand them or doesn't understand the language that we talk about. So the context of translating those movements and translating those sounds, words, because that's also very important in our practice, and symbols, because we work a lot with language, we work a lot with sound, and obviously with movement. So basically here we were trying to figure out how we can formulate those ideas in a performative context.
Our week starts from a little research and sightseeing. We figure out how we can combine our thoughts in this particle like space.
Yeah, because always the starting context for us, it's usually people and it's usually the space that we are finding ourselves in. So basically, being here in Sekoia and having the opportunity of being in that very particular space was a driving force for our thoughts and for our actions that we are taking along. That was also our first time in Portugal, so we had a lot of sightseeing and we had the opportunity to see a lot of beautiful art around and other beautiful places. So this place definitely had a massive impact on how we were developing our piece, and we were taking a lot from the opportunities of the architecture of the studio itself and the surrounding
people
that we have.
And places.
Exactly. We had a lot of talks with people around, and that was the backup for our research.
Misunderstanding and
exactly, because the work that we are going to present, it's, as we said, based on the idea of being lost in translation and having those barriers of not only understanding the language or not understanding the language, but then also understanding or not understanding the movements or the actions that we are trying to portray or trying to convey here in our performance. So yeah, we had a lovely time here, and we hope we will be able to come back to Portugal very soon.